Hello everyone! Welcome to my bold and the beautiful news channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Taylor tells Edge she has cardiovascular breakdown and is kicking the bucket. Edge illuminates her that is inconceivable. She knows it's a shock. Edge pronounces that it's false. She's heartbroken. She didn't believe he should figure out this way. Edge attempts to get his mind around it as he understands that is the reason she returned home. Taylor repeats that her heart is fizzling. Edge gets some information about her restarting her training. Taylor was trying to say that to cover. Edge thinks this will be fine. Taylor says it's not. Her condition is moderate and will just deteriorate. I don't have long to live. In the fundamental office, Steffi tells Brooke her collab with JJ will help the assortment. Deals and web traffic is all following up. Brooke tells her they share a great deal for all intents and purpose. The two of them maintain that Forrester should find true success, and the two of them love her dad. She figures it would mean such a great amount to Edge to see them getting along. Steffi calls attention to she just praised her work on the room line. She adds that there's another person who cherishes her dad similarly as, and who will constantly be essential for his life, my mother. In the plant office, Katie converses with Will about working at Forrester. He's actually attempting to get things settled with school. Katie needs him back in LA, yet provided that it's best for him. He thinks she wants somebody there to pay special attention to her. His mom cackles that he doesn't have to do that. Will answers, I figure I do. Katie views this as sweet, yet she could never request that he change his life for her. Will needs to show up for her. Katie rehashes that it's excessive, particularly where his dad's concerned. Will inquires as to whether she's pondering being with him once more. Katie accepts a work call and afterward disengages. Will gets some information about getting back with his father. Katie doesn't have the foggiest idea what's in store, however, they're attracted to rejoining their loved ones. Will didn't bother with that. Katie says Bill hurt her colossally. I don't know I can rehash it. Will says his dad will continuously say he adores her and she's his reality, however, he never finishes it. He doesn't need that aggravation for her. Try not to return to him for me. In the primary office, Brooke knows Taylor and Edge have an exceptional bond and an astonishing family. It's not information to her. The two of them concur extraordinary. Steffi's mom is back in the neighborhood, yet Edge's life and his future are with her. Steffi is everything for individuals doing what they need, yet they can't fail to remember that her dad will constantly cherish and think often about her mother. In the salon, Edge asks Taylor how she looked into her condition. Taylor had chest torments, unpredictable heartbeat, and weakness. She thought it was simply pressure, yet when it deteriorated, she contacted the specialist. When she figured out, she got back home. Try not to tell anybody, she argues. I don't believe Steffi should realize that I'm passing on. Edge contends with her. Their children are adults and can deal with it. Taylor doesn't maintain that they should need to deal with it. She didn't actually believe he should be aware. She really wants him to regard her desires. Edge can't fail to remember what happened today. Taylor requests that he trust her to understand what she wants. She requests that he guarantee he won't tell Thomas or Steffi. According to Edge, all right, he discovers that Taylor has addressed Lee and says they need to set up certain gatherings for her. Taylor says it's absolutely impossible to get around this analysis. In the plant office, Katie needs to quit discussing Bill. She gets some information about being a Forrester understudy. He figures it very well may be cool. She figures it very well may be an astounding and open door for him. Katie tells her child they shoot from one side of the planet to the other, however, a temporary position there would be an incredible spot to begin. She proceeds with her pitch until he prods, you're truly pushing for this, aren't you? He figures seeing her more would be an opportunity. Katie needs to see him flourish. Won't doesn't know design is his gig. Katie requests that he keep a receptive outlook. Working at Forrester could transform him. In the fundamental office, Brooke inquires as to why it's so difficult for Steffi to accept. She maintains that her family should be cheerful. In the not-so-distant past, she and Taylor were companions. Steffi brings up she doesn't adore having her around her dad. Brooke's not stressed by any stretch of the imagination. Taylor returned on the grounds that she misses Steffi and the youngsters. This is where Taylor should be at the present time. In the salon, Edge blames Taylor for being naysayer. Taylor is debilitated and will not improve. She needs to partake in her existence with her family while she can. Edge fights that they have the best specialists and medical clinics there. He's baffled that she hasn't made a meeting with the cardiologist. Taylor says these are not his choices. Edge hollers that they are on the off chance that she can't make the right ones. He grumbles that his dad needed to do precisely the same thing. He tells her he won't let Steffi know if she consents to go to the medical clinic and seek some therapy. Her family needs her. I want you. Taylor runs into his arms and he tells her that she means quite a bit to him. I won't lose you, all right? Taylor cries. In the salon, Ridge asks Taylor how she found out about her condition. Taylor had chest pains, irregular heartbeat, and fatigue. She thought it was just stress, but when it got worse, she reached out to the doctor. As soon as she found out, she came home. Don't tell anyone, she pleads. I don't want Steffi to know that I'm dying. Ridge argues with her. Their kids are grown-ups and can handle it. Taylor doesn't want them to have to handle it. She didn't even want him to know. She needs him to respect her wishes. Ridge can't forget what happened today. Taylor asks him to trust her to know what she needs. She asks him to promise he won't tell Thomas or Steffi. Ridge says, okay. He learns that Taylor has spoken to Lee and says they need to set up some meetings for her. Taylor says there's no way around this diagnosis. In the design office, Katie wants to stop talking about Bill. She asks what Will thinks about being a Forrester intern. He thinks it could be cool. She thinks it could be an amazing opportunity for him. Katie tells her son they shoot all over the world, but an internship there would be a great place to start. She continues her pitch into Lee teases, "You're really pushing for this, aren't you?" He thinks it would be a chance to see her more. Katie wants to see him thrive. Will's not sure fashion is his gig. Katie asked him to keep an open mind. Working at Forrester could change his life. In the fundamental office, Brooke inquires as to why it's so difficult for Steffi to accept. She maintains that her family should be cheerful. In the not-so-distant past, she and Taylor were companions. Steffi brings up she doesn't adore having her around her dad. Brooke's not stressed by any stretch of the imagination. Taylor returned on the grounds that she misses Steffi and the youngsters. This is where Taylor should be at the present time. In the salon, Edge blames Taylor for being naysayer. Taylor is debilitated and will not improve. She needs to partake in her existence with her family while she can. Edge fights that they have the best specialists and medical clinics there. He's baffled that she hasn't made a meeting with the cardiologist. Taylor says these are not his choices. Edge hollers that they are on the off chance that she can't make the right ones. He grumbles that his dad needed to do precisely the same thing. He tells her he won't let Steffi know if she consents to go to the medical clinic and seek some therapy. Her family needs her. I want you. Taylor runs into his arms and he tells her that she means quite a bit to him. I won't lose you, all right. Taylor cries. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.